Good evening, everybody. It's a little bit before 11 o'clock. It's 10:50 in the evening, 10 minutes before 11 on the East Coast here. I'm CmdrAleon, host of this morning's show that I did this morning on the radio, Cosmic Eye, Astro Command Radio. You might have heard the show this morning. You'll see that show. All my shows are on YouTube. So any of the recorded programming you'll see on the Astro Command Spaceship News channel on YouTube. So please do feel free to check those out during the week. You can see previous interviews I've done with people in previous broadcasts. This show is live, of course. This is not recorded. I'm your host, CmdrAleon, the man from Mars. I work with the Ashtar Galactic Command. I've worked with the command since I've been an adult. As a kid, I didn't remember, as a kid, I didn't know much about anything other than having sightings of spaceships. Good evening, everybody. I'm also a conduit for the Cosmic Christ, did levels. In my workshops, I've done healings, as a conduit, I've done those in my workshops in person. I'm also co-coordinator of the Ashtar Command CE5 contact group here in the United States. And as a contactee as a kid, again, I have had backgrounds in positive contact with star people or space people, as you would call it. Welcome to our show. On Friday nights, stay tuned. We're going to be making a new video for next Friday. Friday night is going to be our Ashtar Command contact night, Q&A session. That'll be on Friday nights. And on the show during the week, we do have guests, sometimes reoccurring guests, sometimes new guests. We love hearing people's stories. If you have 200 plus followers or 1,000 followers, 200 plus gives you audio, 1,000 plus on TikTok gives you audio and video to go live with us. And we have some protocol and some rules here on the show that I've instituted that I think are really good, because we are a show. We're not one of these TikTok things where you go live and everybody's arguing and talking over each other. That's not what we do here. So I'm on the radio for NPR Pacifica Radio. I do it for 21 years now, going in 2024. Been 21 years on FM radio, locally and internationally on the internet, and as well broadcasting for the TikTok on my radio show in the mornings on Sunday mornings. So it's good to have you all with us. One of my protocols for the show is to be a guest, no foul language whatsoever, no drinking, no smoking, no vaping, no drugs, none of that stuff, or else you'll never get on here. The other things, you have to be over 18. No kids on the show. Anybody under 18 will not go on. It's just we have to keep it very much, including that's part of the TikTok rules, which is a good one. The other thing is no paranormal discussion. There are 10,000 other people out there on TikTok, either day or night, that are talking about that stuff. And we're focused very much on the spiritual UFO area. It could be visitations. It could be UFO sightings. It could be any of those things. And like I said, that's what we deal with here. Again, also, because my background is with the Ashtar Command, I also am very much connected to the off-planet with the Ashtar Command. I have been for years. So not only do I do a show based on the whole subject, I work with the Ashtar Command. I work with them. I've been working them for years. And I'll answer some questions about the Inner Earth. The Inner Earth is also what we call the Agartha Network, which is real. I've seen the map charts of it. The Agartha Network, subterranean cities of the Agartha Network within the Earth. They're very advanced spiritual beings, people that live in the Inner Earth. The Earth is not what you think it is. To answer your question, the Earth is actually not just one big solid rock. There is an inner Earth where there is a sun, believe it or not. There's a atmosphere. And this means that you would have to just throw away everything you believe in Earth science about the planet Earth to understand what I'm saying. So the Agartha Network, there are entrances to go to the inner Earth around the planet, and there are very advanced civilizations living very peacefully within the inner Earth. So very good question. Thor, where is Loki? I like that name. Yep. So I have a lot of knowledge about things. I don't need to go on websites or, watch other people's things on the internet in terms of the websites and all these other things. I'm sort of like a cosmic book. I came here with full consciousness to Earth, so I keep my consciousness very clear, very pure, so I don't get influenced by anything, religion, politics, or anything on this planet. I don't care about it. It's all 3D, and it's all divergence from truth. Have you been to the inner earth? I've been to, in my dream state, many years ago, I was hypnotized, and I went back to what is called Atlantis, which does exist on another frequency or vibration. I went there, and this person is focused on hypnotizing people with ET or cosmic type experiences. She was very good. She was in Massachusetts, I think, and this is years ago. And I went back and described how they had tubular traveling systems, lots of people, very advanced civilization. But the Atlantis I went to was on a different vibration. That's why you can't find it here in this particular vibration. Yes, so to answer your question, I have been there in my dream, in my hypnotized state. The woman took me back to Atlantis, and I have the recording somewhere. Freddie says, I read a book titled The Hollow Earth. Yes, the Hollow Earth is real, Freddie. It does exist. There are people living in the inner earth, and they're very advanced. There's also a lot of natural environments within the inner earth, very beautiful environments that the people in the surface world don't know about. So everything you've been taught about the planet Earth is essentially not true. I had a person who lives in upstate New York many years ago. She wrote some books about the inner earth. And I don't remember her name right now, but she's written some books that were published. And she's a great writer. And this is way before there was a lot of internet stuff going on at all. And she had been there. Linda Lovely, welcome. And good to have you with us, everybody coming in here. And, certainly I'll answer your questions again, because not only do I do a show on radio and here regarding the subject of extraterrestrial intelligence and UFOs, but I want people to know that I do work with the Ashtar Command. I'm fully directly coming from off planet. I came from Mars originally. Just to give people who are new to the show, yes, I did come from Mars. I'm fully conscious of my experience. I know everything about Mars, the population, what's on Mars. I can tell you lots of things about the planet Mars. Absolutely. Admiral Byrd visited the inner Earth. Yes, Jenny. Admiral Byrd actually did. He actually did go to the inner Earth through the North Sea. He was on a ship or something, a boat. He got to the North Sea, and then eventually got to a period of where there was land and water, where the water was less water. And then he was taken into the inner Earth by a flying saucer, what you call a spaceship. They took him into the inner Earth on the ship, and he met many people, including giants and others that lived in the inner Earth. He was taken into the inner Earth through the North Sea to an area, a landmass that he did not ever see before. And that's what happened. Al, good evening. Karen 82, good to see you. Good to see everybody. Rod, good to see you as well. I am in the 437. Thanks for the likes. So it's good to have everyone here. And, just to give people, I am the host, creator of the show. I started this show back in 2023, right at the end of 2022. I started to realize how to, get people to follow me in order to get live, and it happened pretty quick. As soon as I came on here, it was like, I started creating content, recordings, all that stuff to get myself, people to be aware of who I was. Rod, thank you for the bear. And before I came on tonight, I was out of body. Pray for peace, welcome. Coda Woods, welcome. Diane, thank you for the likes. Jerry, thank you. Alicia, hey, good to see you, Alicia. Everyone in here. Verlon Mills, welcome to the show. Everyone coming in here. Kimberly, good to see you, Kimberly. Hi, Commander. Made a stargazing trailer and watching UFOs every night. Watching them now. Oh, interesting. Hey, Kimberly, we should have you on as a guest on that. Kimberly, are you available to come on the show? I'm interested in what you're saying. Made a stargazing trailer and watching UFOs every night, watching them now. That sounds fascinating to me. Mario says, are we a globe like they teach us in school, or are we? So I don't get into that, Mario, but I'll tell you straight out, forgetting just Earth, all the planetary systems in every solar system are either oval or round. That's my answer. But I don't get into those flat Earth discussions on the TikTok. I just avoid them. But hopefully, if my answers is usually pretty accurate. Okay, I'm going to bring Kimberly on here. And she'll be our first guest here on Encounters, so we're really excited. I think she's got some wonderful things to share. Welcome to the show.
Hi there.
Hi, Kimberly. Can you come on camera? Are you able to? Are you appropriate to come on camera?
Yes, I do believe so. And it's dark here, but absolutely will. Hold on.
Yeah, we'd love to have you on the camera. No problem. This is Kimberly, our first guest on Encounters tonight. I know she's going to have some really interesting things to share here on the show. Hey, Jersey for Life. Good to see you. And Mario, I'll answer your question while she's getting ready for the camera. How you can do that is download the CE5 app, Mario. Download the CE5 app. You can get it on Google, or if you have an iPhone, you can get it. It's like $9.99. Study it, read the protocol of contact, and you'll take your time with it, get to learn it. And once you learn how to do the protocol, you can start having positive contact. And I have Kimberly on live. Kimberly, whereabouts are you on the planet here?
I am at the foothills of the Ozarks
Oh,
in
the Ozarks.
yeah.
Oh, interesting, interesting. So you caught my attention pretty quickly. Can you tell us about what's happening? You mentioned, I'm going backwards here to read your comment. Let's see. Made a stargazing trailer and watching UFOs. Can you explain what that is?
Yeah, so I have a trailer that matches my truck and I just haul stuff in. And I decided to put like cushions and whatnot, in it, and open it up and then just look up all the time. Like, at night.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not sure you can see, but I mean I watch this happen every night, and I kind of feel like the camera is a little different on TikTok than it is. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Than it is whenever you're recording things.
Yeah.
But every night I'm watching the skies. Um, and I've noticed about around 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the evening that we always have clouds that will move. Um, they'll move north,
Mm-hmm.
and that is towards a freshwater river
Hmm.
that feeds into a lake, and this is a man-made lake.
Man-made lake. Okay.
Yeah, that I'm close to, and we have caves and whatnot. But
Wow.
we've noticed that these clouds will move north. Now, as some are moving east, there are most of them are moving north. It doesn't matter which way the wind is blowing.
Right.
And so they tend to always usually, and I remember being on the show a while back, and we were at Horseshoe Bend, and experienced the ship there.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Mm.
lots of activity down there. But yes, I'm looking up and always and just watching fascinating things that are happening. Now, the other thing is that they will drop down. Like they'll have things that drop down.
Mm.
You'll see the stars, the quote quote stars, the UFOs, and then they release these the other ships, if you will.
Are you talking about like? Are you calling like the larger ships release? I call them like scout ships,
Yes,
smaller craft. Okay. Yeah,
yes,
scout ships.
they will release these ones, and it there's about three or four, and then they'll go down. But then there's a little blinkety one, very active, and it's 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 very blinky.
Yeah, yeah, they can blink. Yeah, I understand that.
And it
After
will
all the years, yeah.
circle around the others, and
Hmm.
they'll come back up. But I've always noticed that they will release other crafts, if you will.
And when they're releasing the other crafts, Kimberly, can you explain to our audience what your perception is of that? Why do you think they're doing it? Is there something going on that is beyond maybe the understanding of the consciousness of the human mind, or what do you think they're doing when they release those other craft or ships?
I mean, there's some sort of mission that I'm not sure that we've been aware of. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
believe that they're good
Mm-hmm.
in their intent.
Mm-hmm.
Um, For me and the area that I live in, I believe that they're trying to save water supply for some reason. I don't know why I
Hmm.
think that. I just think that there are they're here to help the water supply, if that makes sense.
Are
That's
you mean like when you say help the water supply? Do you mean help purify our water that we've polluted?
yeah,
That makes perfectly good sense.
yeah.
That does make sense. And the
Um,
reason I'm saying that because I know somebody who I'm connected with. That's what they're doing. They are trying to purify our water that we've polluted.
it is, you know, my dad used to be on the water board in the town, and
Hmm.
one time I had gone to a meeting with him, and I looked at the arsenic level, and I was like, "This is unacceptable. Come on, are you serious?" I mean, but people aren't looking at the reports of their water, uh, and I don't know if in everywhere in the United States, if the water reports are actually um, posted or available to them, but everyone should be looking at their water reports.
Yeah.
But
Interesting. It's that and water is a really important part of our planet. Having water, it sustains many types of life, whether it be seawater, fresh water. It all is connected in some way, right?
absolutely.
Very
But
interesting. Very interesting.
yeah.
So you see that. How do you feel now? You've seen these ships how many times over the years?
Oh, I mean, it wasn't until 2021 that I had my first encounter, and I was on my boat alone um, on the lake.
Hmm.
I was having a timeout because I had just lost my father, and
Okay.
I was there alone, and it was 20 feet above me. It literally interrupted the radio on the boat. My phone didn't work,
Hmm.
and it was it was just there, and I thought it was a drone for a minute, um, but
So your
I
boat,
wasn't
your
scared.
when your boat, when this thing, how close was this object to your boat?
20 feet. I literally,
20 feet.
yes, it was so close.
It knocked out. It turned your boat off. It knocked out your electrical system on the boat.
The frequency of the radio. So it
The
was like
radio. Yeah.
static. Yeah, it was staticky whenever
Hmm.
it was there. And then it literally flipped off. It just like a light switch. It didn't zoom away. Like there was no streak.
Yeah.
It just flipped off like a light switch. Uh, and then the radio started working, and it was just it was intriguing. It was a cool encounter, and
Yeah.
um I knew that there was something bigger. And I always tell people that Bigfoot and aliens made me believe in God again.
Yeah. Well, they're no aliens, but they're non-terrestrial beings. Aliens
Well,
is more of
right,
a,
yes, beings.
you know what I mean. But so when this happened, I'm intrigued on this story. You're on the lake. Your radio equipment malfunctioned. Am I correct about that? Am I getting that right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So the radio malfunctions. This UFO or spaceship is 25 feet to where you are. How
Mhm.
big was the object?
I okay. It was like a bright spotlight for a minute. Like it wasn't like a spotlight. It was just a bright white light.
Hmm.
And I would say no bigger than oh, I don't know, like 2 feet, 2 feet wide. And
I
it was
mean,
very
was it
thin.
big? Was it big enough to? Well, actually, it was coming from a larger spaceship or craft. So, do you get a feeling that you were being communicated with?
Yes, Commander, and I don't believe that I well, it was my first encounter, so I was like, I just said hi. Like, I, I mean, telepathy is a thing. I understand, but I wasn't tuned into that, if that makes sense.
Mhm. It does. It does make sense. So
And
you're being. Go
go ahead.
ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, no, I'm saying my energy. I was taken out of body, and I came back before the show earlier tonight, and my energy is getting more. amped up when I'm on my lives now, so I feel the effects of it when I'm live and on the radio show too. But besides that, so have you tried to telepathically communicate with them and find out who they are?
Yes, I did one of the C5 things, and the thing that I got from that was that it like I had done one of the sounds, and meditated and all those things, but I believe that they sent it like 5 days later, and I'm trying to understand what it is that they want to say, but from my observations, I haven't really got anything I mean, telepathically in the moment, if you will.
Right, right.
I have to, I feel like you have to process a lot of that of what you see,
Hmm.
and what they show you, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm also as we're talking, I'm affecting the energy on your camera a little bit. I think I'm not sure what's going on, but there is something happening. But
I'm
yeah, you
looking at the
definitely
sky.
looking up at the stars.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's you definitely. I'm getting for you definitely. If you obviously have tried to communicate with them, I would say the next time they're visually that close, uh, wherever that larger ship is that has the people on it or the star people on it, you have the ability through telepathy to communicate with them. It might take time, but I think that you'll be able to facilitate that. You already know you can do this, correct?
Yes, but I have a question.
Yes.
What do I say? What do I ask? I mean, I don't really know.
You don't know what to ask?
No, I don't.
Okay, I can help you with that. I'm the right person to help you with that. So I work with the Ashtar Command beyond being a host of a radio show for 21 years and doing this and other things over the years. The way to ask them is say, I'm a Christed being of light. I'm a star person in human form. Can you please explain to me where you're from and who you are? And I have a feeling that you're trying to help us with what we've done to our water on the planet. And if if you do that and you focus on that, maybe once a night, it's a half hour, maybe 1 hour in meditation, I believe you will have a response.
Okay, I'll try that.
And you want to make sure you have an energy field around you, which is really a beautiful energy, but also put a protective field around you, which is a Christed dome. I call it a cosmic Christed dome that protects you from any outside interference. And also, you can put a dome around your area property that will not allow anything other than positive contact, because the
Okay.
positive contact is there. You just have to protect the contact area. And I think you're being contacted by star people. I don't know who they are, but as I hear your story, I believe they're star people. Obviously, they have come to assist and work with the water that's been polluted, and they are there to help. So it's just a matter of time for you to be able to have, by following my idea. I believe that you'll have the ability to make contact. This is what I'm seeing now. There are different pockets around the world where people like yourself are going to have these contacts
Hmm.
and they're connecting with you because you're connected with them, but you don't know where they're from. But as you do what I'm talking about, you will find out where they're from, who they are, what the star charts are as to where they came from, what planetary system. But I can tell you they're definitely spiritual beings of light. If they weren't, it'd be different. But you're definitely in contact with spiritual beings of light from another planetary system.
Okay. I've also had, just real quick, I wanted to let you know, I've also had some clues to, I found some Septarian rocks,
Hmm.
which is the rock of the dragon, and it's the year of the dragon, I guess.
Hmm.
True. Um, could there possibly be reptilians, and how would I know that?
No, there wouldn't be. I don't feel that's happening with you. Number one, the Ashtar Command, all over the planet, our ships are clearing out any reptilians or any other ETs that are of low vibration, we're clearing them out. I work with the Ashtar Command, so I can speak on this clearly that we're not going to let them be here anymore. They've been here for centuries, and their time is up. The planet's going into a much higher state of vibration than they can even handle. So we are every crevice and corner, anywhere in the world where they might exist, they're not going to be here anymore. So I don't see that as being something in your area. There could be another meaning for that, but it's not connected with that specific uh, things. Those beings, those reptilians, we have made clear that they are not to be here anymore, and they're being taken off the planet
Yeah,
as
the
we speak.
spiritual spy said yes, Septarians are gorgeous, and they really are.
Yeah,
They are
and
very.
my friend Spiritual Spot says they're called dragon stones because of the look of them. That's the reason why they're called dragon stones. Nothing more, nothing less than that. She
Oh,
says.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we've got Bigfoot and little people too here, so
Now this is interesting. You have Bigfoot, and when you say little people, are you talking about fairies?
um, I I think they could be considered fairies, but we have a lot of. Well, I'm native, but there are a lot of natives like native natives than
Yeah.
me who have been here their whole life, and they describe basically they would send the babies out into the to the forest, and the little people and Bigfoot would take care of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they
Interesting.
that is, and star people, you know, that's nothing new to them.
Yes. You know what's beautiful about what you're saying? I
Hmm.
have to hook you up with April, who's lives in northern Vermont. She has Bigfoots in the mountains, and she also has what you call little people, the elementals. The elementals could be fairies, could be elementals. She has all that happening. You two should really you. It's amazing that you're here. I mean, I think you two would, So it really confirms that there are people like yourself, April, and other people around the world that are having these things that are positive happen. It's a beautiful story that you're talking about because it's so much. If you would, if I'm ever at April, but if you meet April on my live, there's definitely a connection of confirmation between you two. Just what you're talking about. It's just the energy that you present is so beautiful. The elementals,
Yeah.
which could also include the fairies, and also the Bigfoot, and also you're having positive contact, at least visually, and you're seeing these little ships from the big ship come out that are trying to, and you know internally that they're trying to clean the water. So it's a very interesting story that you're telling
Well,
right now.
I do believe that if you believe the best, that
Hmm.
fear can't enter, and so I do. I wasn't happy about moving here. You know, in the beginning, and I've only been here for about 4 years. But from everything that I've learned and seen, I've never seen this stuff before in my whole life.
Mm.
It is beautiful, and it gives you hope that you know that there's positive things coming. The other thing is my birthday is on the eclipse, and I don't appreciate the fear
Oh
that you're
wow. Okay.
creating.
Yeah, there's too much fear. I don't go by the fear. I mean, the fear-based stuff, I've seen it. I really try to tell people whoever created the fear-based comments on the internet of this thing, whenever it started from somewhere, it started from somebody, somewhere, somehow. I don't contribute to fear-based stuff or things like that. Lexicon, thank you for the hat. Hey, there you are. And look at that beautiful radiant smile. See? You
Hi.
know, it's so
I was
beautiful,
just
and
looking at Madelle. I love you, Madelle. Thank you.
and the thing is, what I'm feeling is that people are putting too much emphasis on what they hear from other people about the eclipse. Don't go out there, whatever. I don't know whether you go out there and not something, whatever weird's going to happen. I just know that I'm always protected in my Ashtar Command level. Nothing can affect me whatsoever. And I always tell people, if you go by what other people say, whatever.
Right.
The eclipse is the eclipse, and who knows what that means? I mean, definitely a galactic thing that happens to our particular planet during in our solar system Does it have any meaning to somebody? I guess if it does, maybe. I mean, for me, I don't really focus on it. I don't care if there's an eclipse or not. I'm more concerned about what's happening to the planet and the mission of busting the matrix and liberating the planet from where it's been. So yeah, I mean, you know, there are people that'll look at it, and you know, whether I look at it or not, I don't think that's. I'm not going to miss it if I don't see it. I'm not too concerned about it, basically.
Or the devil's comet?
Oh, I don't care about that. I don't even know what that. I don't even focus on that stuff. I'm so defocused from the comet, this and that, and everything else that people, those the people that are focusing on that, promoting fear-based stuff about the comet, this and that, and everything else, those their energies are not even worth considering. Whoever they are on
Right.
YouTube, on the internet, just disregard it. There are people that create contact to put fear to other people, and it's not worth it. It's not worth taking 2 minutes to watch their videos of their fear-based comments because they're projecting stuff to get attention, and it's just it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
Yes. Well, I just want to say, you guys keep looking up, and it gets better. It's so cool.
And you're a beautiful soul. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you shared your story, and I'm telling you, when you hear April on my show, she can talk about the elementals, the fairies, Mikey, and all the space beings of the Ashtar Command. You might not know this, but we're going to be there's 4 of us that the command has selected. That's pretty soon. We're going to be going off planet. April, who you'll meet, she's been on the Ashtar ships. Wow, that was weird. She's been on the ships. Huh. She's been on the ships 8 times. I just heard a knock.
Should you answer?
Uh, no, I'm not answering. No, the knock was just, it's not that kind of knock. I just
Oh,
heard,
okay.
it could have been anything else, but it seemed like it was confirmation when I said I'm going on the ship. All of a sudden I heard the knock. I said I'm going on the ship, and then the knock happened.
That's
Yep,
exciting.
I heard that. I heard that for sure. Well, I definitely, so we're going to be going on a ship to help the planet. And yeah, no, it's not the cat. She's in my daughter's room. It was really loud. Yep, I heard that, man. I heard that knock. So yeah, I'm going to finish the story. I think that was a confirmation that I'm going to be going on the ship. I mean, I'm
You
going on the
afraid?
ship. It
You're
was
not
very
afraid.
loud. I'm not afraid. What should I be afraid of?
I
I'm
know,
going
but do
on.
you have questions that you're going to ask?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely. Well, let me explain something about this for people that are new. I have a cosmic father. Like my parents, they passed away years ago, but I came to this planet from Mars. I worked with the Ashtar Command. I went the Ashtar Command off planet. I worked with intergalactic communications. I have full memory. I'm fully activated in a lot of different ways, which is pretty amazing being in a human consciousness in a human form. And so I'm going to be going on a spaceship with 3 other people. One's in Long Island, one is in New Jersey, and one's in Vermont, which is April, who you'll get to meet, and also myself. We'll be taken physically on the ship, and my father, his name is Commander Robar. I'll be meeting him. I have brothers and sisters. One of my brothers, his name is Jared. He's also on the ship. They're a little bit taller than I am, about 7, 8 feet tall, I think, or 7 feet tall, or something like that. And so that knock was happening when I was talking about going on the ship. That knock happened, like that one loud knock, which is
Well,
to
maybe
me,
it was for you to invite me to go.
it's only certain people. You're going to get to go with your group where you are. So I have to explain this.
Okay, yeah.
You'll eventually get there. The 4 of us have been selected for a reason. First of all, I have my parents are on the ship. My mother and my father, my brothers and sisters. April's family is on the ship. Her cosmic family is on the ship physically, and Kit Kat, who's on Long Island, they selected, and also Johnny, who's one of my moderators, they selected. So it's what we're doing is it's not that they selected us because like we're just regular people. I work during the day. We all do, but we're just as regular as anybody else in terms of human level of jobs. But they selected us for a lot of reasons. Well, part of it, my father is a commander on the spaceship, and so there's a lot. There's different dynamics here that are working in this situation. I've been doing mission work before I came to Earth.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no one says, Commander, something is actually happening. Yes, something is actually happening. that knock was a confirmation. My cat's in my daughter's room, and everyone else is sleeping. My daughter's not even home, and that knock only happened when I mentioned about going on the spaceship. So now I never know, they can come any night here. They can go through the wall and they can bring me on the ship safely in the Ashtar Command ship. So people have to look at what's happening here. That just like threw me off there a minute. As I was interviewing, I got thrown off for a minute because it definitely is like, it was definitely a loud knock. It was like, listen, we're here. Maybe I'm going to be going off planet tonight. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know it's coming soon. I know my energy is amped up. I can feel it when I'm talking. I feel like an energy is really amped up now. So if I am taken on the ship tonight when I'm sleeping or whatever's happening, I don't think anything to do when I'm live right now. I don't think it's going to happen now, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm very well protected, and I feel this energy now while I'm speaking. Like soon something is going to happen. Soon I feel soon they're ready to have me come on to do the mission work. There's also going to be Kit Kat and Johnny, who's on here. They'll be also going aboard the spaceship. And I feel this really soon. I'm just for whatever reason, my consciousness has just shifted here from the interview, and yeah, I just really feel something's happening here. So welcome. I'm glad you're here to hear this, Kimberly. I'm glad you're on with me. I think also, Kimberly, I think you're going to have an experience. Well, you're already having it. I think you're having an experience. I think you are soon, if you focus on the meditation. I think you're going to be eventually going on a spaceship with the connections you're having in that lake with the positive contact you're having right now. I can't tell you when that's going to be, but if you do the meditations and focused on Christ consciousness, which is really key, I do believe you're going to have an experience that's beyond just simply your energy level is so beautiful. I read energy, and your energy is so not afraid of anything, and that's the key thing for people. They're humans that are afraid. They're afraid, even with positive beings. They're afraid of contact because because their human mind is blocking them from experiencing the joy of what that would be like because they've been programmed. But
Right.
you are certainly, you got this energy about you that's like beautiful, a pure energy. You know what I mean?
Thank
Really
you. I
is.
appreciate it. I found I'm doing a yard sale. I'm getting rid of what, we don't need. It's everything is $1. It's yard
Yeah.
sale. But there's so much to go through, and I found these cards. They're like conversation cards, and I've offered one to my mom, and the question was,
Mm.
what was your biggest fear and how did you overcome it? And I can tell you that my biggest fear was the dark. Um,
Hmm.
when I was 4, I asked my mom not to bury me because I was afraid of the dark. So I thought I was going to
Mm.
die. But
Oh wow.
anyway, yeah. So um, after my father passed, I was like, okay, my I'm not afraid of anything. I felt like at that point, but I was still afraid of the dark, and so I went into the woods at night looking for Bigfoot.
You went looking for Bigfoot. You went actually in the dark looking for
Yeah, I
Bigfoot.
was like, you know what? If you're going to be afraid of the dark, just go
Right.
into the dark, right?
And look for Bigfoot. Hey folks, you heard that right here. Kimberly said she went into the dark looking for Bigfoot. You have a lot of courage.
Well, but I didn't. I just
Yeah.
started to do that. And then I started looking up and looking around at night, and there's
Hmm.
really nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, there
Um,
really isn't when you think about it.
and everything seems to be a lot more beautiful and
See?
settled at night.
You are a good example for people, Kimberly, about how to not be afraid, to do what you did and not be afraid. You hear this, folks? She went in there in the dark. Let's say she did see Bigfoot. The Bigfoot would see that she's cheery, not, very happy person. I bet the Bigfoot respond to you in a very loving way, because if you have that response, you're going to get the response back. So this is really a key thing. You just shared something that is really something that people can learn something about. If you go out into the dark, and we'll use the example of a Bigfoot or a Sasquatch,
Mm-hmm.
and you have them in your area, I'm sure, and you talked about it. If you have the contact with the Bigfoot, and like our friend April would leave them some food in near the woods, and they will come, and she'll come back next day and the food's gone. Have you tried doing that with the Bigfoot where you are?
Yeah, I built them. Well, I built a fort, a little teepee, if you will, but and I gift them. I don't gift them food, but
You don't.
have gifted them like, trinkets and cool things, like,
Hmm.
but they have given back. they they brought now I'm in the country. There's no
Right.
basketball around here at all, but they
Yeah, yeah,
brought
yeah, yeah.
a flat basketball, and so we have communicated that way. It's
Really? May I
yeah.
suggest do what April has done? I think I'm fascinated. I don't want you to kind of meet April. I think you do the elementals and the Bigfoot. They would really be cool for you to meet. One night she'll be on when you're on, and I'll have you both on together, and that's going to be kind of cool. The thing is, if you bring them some food, try like strawberries or something, and just leave them some food, just as an experiment, and see what happens.
Well, yeah, I have been to a lot of the conferences, and some people say, which I know it might be fear based, but some people say if you live near it, then they would start expecting it. But
Hmm.
um, yeah, I mean, I
That's
kind of
yeah.
wonder
That's
what they would do with like a Snickers. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I'm, really, my friend April in Vermont leaves them Diet Coke and root beer. They like Diet Coke and root beer.
Oh my gosh, I'm
Is
doing that
that,
tomorrow. I have
yeah,
that.
I want to experiment here. So leave them Diet Coke and root beer and see what happens.
I absolutely will.
I'm very interested to see what happens here.
Wait, so you don't
Very
open the
interested.
can, obviously, right? They
Oh, no,
can.
no, you don't have to open the can. They can open the can. You kidding me? You have the Bigfoot is the Sasquatch, whatever their name is. Let's say you made a Sasquatch and they say their name is Hobo Joe or something. And Hobo Joe, the Sasquatch, has the can, looks at you, opens the can up and rips it open and drinks the root beer and says, and speaks English, says, "Can I have some more tomorrow night?"
Well, I always said whenever we were at the Bigfoot conferences, and
Yeah,
I
yeah.
would go, and I actually went to these places, and I was selling T-shirts for um, the Crabtrees. They were the ones
Mm.
that were in the movie Legend of Boggy Creek.
Oh, right, really? Can
Yeah,
you
that's
explain what that is? The Legend of Bobby Creek?
Boggy Creek. It's
Boggy
the
Creek, I mean.
yeah, it's a true story about the Crabtrees and how whenever they experienced Sasquatch um, in Fouke, Arkansas.
Hmm.
But it came out in the 70s. It it was one of the first movies about you know Bigfoot. Well, if
Yeah.
you go to Fouke, they have the Monster Mart. But the problem that I have with that movie is that they they kind of did a whole lot of fear in that.
Okay, so the movie was not the nut and bolts of the movie is it was to scare people.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's not good.
yeah, and they twisted it into a scary thing, and you can
Yeah.
talk to the Crabtrees now, and they are very much like, that's really, we didn't have any control over it. That's not the story, but he wrote a book about it.
So there was a book he wrote, but the movie people took liberty of changing everything and making it look scary instead, right?
hmm yeah,
That's what Hollywood does. They did the same thing with Fire in the Sky, the book. They made a movie and they made it look completely different than what actually really happened
right.
with Travis Walton. So that's why I don't trust the Hollywood people, because they always turn something into whatever they want it to be other than what it was. So what you're saying is based on the book, they didn't go by the book. They created their own version and made it scary.
Very much so. And
Yeah, I don't want to
yeah,
look at it.
but I went with Keith. Well, he was the nephew of the original, the one that wrote the book. But he played Bigfoot in the movie with the costume on. But we would go to the conferences, and whatnot. And all of these people would come to him and they would tell him their stories about Bigfoot. Um, and they saved it for him because they were like, am I crazy? Is this, is this really what I saw? But the most impactful story that I ever heard told to him was
Mm-hmm.
a 12-year-old girl,
Mm-hmm.
and she was sitting outside of her on her deck, and her backyard faced a, a wood a forest basically,
Right.
and she saw a juvenile Bigfoot when
Oh,
she
wow.
threw her pizza crust. She threw her pizza crust out. He grabbed it. They connected with their eyes. That she was, and then she
Yeah.
freaked out, and she
Yeah.
runs inside, and and she just can't get over it. Well, her whole family comes to this conference,
Right.
brings her. She tells the story to Keith, and he settles her soul, and he's like, "Do you like pizza?" She's like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Well, so does he." And
Right.
it seems like that, just know that they're there. They're not going to hurt you.
They're not.
Um,
And the fact that you talk about the pizza, this is funny because exactly, April gives them Coke and Diet Coke. Then when they're done drinking it, they'll leave the can there. They'll put on a stick or something. Just to, she has she has names for the different Bigfoots, and she's up in the mountains in northern Vermont, so it's a very countrified area. Similar to what you're talking about, which I find very interesting. And then also the fact that you threw the pizza to the Bigfoot. The Bigfoot took the pizza, right? There was no problem with the Bigfoot taking the pizza.
right, right.
Why? What do you?
Well, that's what
So a
she said.
bit.
And so, yeah,
She
but
said, yeah.
she
So
was,
she said that the Bigfoot took the pizza.
right. And she was super scared, like, oh my gosh, he's going to come back. By the time she got her mom out there, he was gone. And so, he settled her mind to make her believe like it's
Mm-hmm.
okay. And he said, you know, Bigfoot reveals themselves to the best people.
Mm-hmm.
If you go out hunting them, you're not going to find them.
No, you're not. And the people that do that are crazy anyway. They shouldn't be doing that to begin with. And the thing is that the fact is, the Bigfoots can speak. People hear them like making a noise. They are intelligent to speak language, but the problem is there are people out there trying to capture them, and that's not right. It's just the human person that goes out with a group of people trying to hunt or capture the Bigfoot or Sasquatch, those
Mhm.
people should be put in jail because the Bigfoot or the Sasquatch or the abominable snowman or whatever you want to call it, depending where you live and whatever part of the world you live in, are very intelligent. But we've also, for decades, in every different decade of civilizations beyond our current human form, I'm pretty sure they've been hunted by many other types of human civilizations, and how you're gonna be able to communicate with humans when all they want to do is capture you and treat you like you're some animal when they're not really an animal at all. They're intelligent beings, just happen to be hairy, but they're intelligent.
Right. It's fascinating to see when you go hiking, and where they nest basically, where they have the coolest little family areas, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
like
Mm-hmm.
playgrounds and stuff. And I do believe that, I mean, if you just use empathy as a guide,
Yeah.
if you were one of them, how would you want to be, you
Right.
know, treated?
I mean, if I were Bigfoot and I was hairy, I hope all of you here, if you saw me on a camera being interviewed, that you would, love me, even though I didn't look like this. If I had
Exactly.
like, big, my eyes and a face like whatever. But I actually spoke to you and said, well, don't just go with my only looks. I'm really a very peaceful, loving Bigfoot. I'm not really a Bigfoot. I'll tell you what I am. I would hope that even if I don't look like this and I had my hair all over and I was really hairy, I would tell you, I'm really not what you think I am. I would hope you
Right.
would still love me, right?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. My personal encounter with one was, um, I was alone in the dark, had a fire going, and the fire just goes out for some reason. I was like, well, that's
Yeah.
weird. I mean, it was blazing fine and it just
Hmm.
stopped. Well, I heard the crunch of the leaves. It was a 2 foot, it was basically a being on 2 feet, okay? But they
Yeah.
were pretty large steps in the crunch of the leaves.
Hmm.
And I looked to my left and I saw the silhouette of
Wow.
Bigfoot. And I looked straight ahead and I'm like, oh, um, I didn't say anything. I was just said hi.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was he relit the fire. It was three
Yeah.
flames. One, two, three flames, and then he walks away.
Wow. That's
And,
that's that's amazing.
it was incredible. And I was like, well, thank you. I needed that. Um,
Yeah.
but they're incredibly kind. They are, um, and they find kind, good people. I believe that.
I know what your story really confirms similar things to what April in Vermont has had. She has a very intimate relationship with the Bigfoot. She has names for some of them. One that's like a young Bigfoot. There's like a respect they have for her, and they are working. They work with the Ashtar Command up where she is. They on the ground level they are actually intelligent, and what she's talked about is they speak a number of different languages. Contrary to what popular belief systems is on crazy cable channels or whatever. Your story is similar to April's in the sense of the Bigfoot and the elementals. So and your energy of understanding the Bigfoot is very similar. You understand them as being very kind, and and you come to them from a perspective of honoring them and respecting them, and therefore they know you're not out to chase them and whatever. You're actually respecting the Bigfoot, so therefore you're getting a reciprocal connection with them. Correct?
Well, I'm hoping that I haven't had a bad one today, and
It
I
doesn't sound
just
like you've had.
no, and I also truly believe that the portals and that they are interacting with, well,
Hmm.
the beings, the space people.
Yeah.
I
Now you have intergalactic portals where you are, correct?
I believe so. Yes.
Oh, no, you don't have to believe so. I'm going to tell you, you do. You have a very not just a portal. You have an intergalactic portal, and those ships that you talked about earlier, for people just tuning in, the little ships that are coming out. I think those are unmanned craft, but they're connected to a large spaceship over your area that comes from a portal, and I think it is connected with the Star People. And I'm just short of saying it's also connected with the Ashtar Command. I think it probably is, but I'm gonna learn more about you in terms of things that are happening. Like I said, when you go into meditation, I think what's going to happen if you follow what I'm directing you to do from an Ashtar Command perspective, since I work with the command and I have
Mhm.
worked with them. I have not just worked with them. I am Ashtar Command. I'm just in human form. Is that I believe that you will physically be able to eventually have contact with the space people that are connecting with you visually. You'll have the connection with you physically in a very beautiful experience. And that's what I'm getting,
Oh,
just so
cool.
you know. Yeah.
Thank you.
You, you're going to have that experience. I don't know when that's going to happen, but ever since I had you on here, I get the strongest feeling that it will happen. You just have to connect with them and say, I'm ready. Put the Christed conscious bubble around your area and just tell yourself, I'm connected by the Ashtar Command. Nothing can come through this area. And you've had nothing but so far in your story, positive experiences, which tells me a whole lot right there. You
Well,
know,
I
you have,
appreciate it.
and you have no fear of what you're doing, which is another thing. You come from with a solid foundation of no fear, and you have your own truth. You follow your own truth. I know you do. And that's all you have to do is keep following your own inner instincts. Don't worry about what other people think of your experience or what they think you should do or not do. Don't worry. Those people need to just focus on themselves not worry about you, because they're the ones that need to get their act together. Wherever they are around the world, they need to do that. So you are there. You're in the right spot. You're doing it beautifully.
Thank you.
One of the what's
I have to give a special shout out to Medell. She has really guided me along this path of
mhm,
and educated me on a lot of things, and I love her to death.
yeah.
I just want to say hi, Medell. I love you.
Oh yeah, definitely. Put a shout out to Medell and Eddie. Thank you for the hat. Just let you know, we're doing in Connecticut. Like I said, there's four of us that the command selected. Kit Kat, thank you for sending that to Kimberly.
Thank you, Big Cat. Thank
Thanks
you.
for sending us a sense of gifts. So, and definitely people support what we're doing here. I know you do. We appreciate that. Thank you for the roses and Kit Kat. So we have, like I said, four people in four areas. I haven't sat down and looked at the map yet, but I'm going to do a drawing of the map of the four different towns in four different states. Yeah, four different states. It's actually true. Vermont, Connecticut, New Jersey, and New York State. So I'm going to do a map chart to see what the symbolism of that is. But the other thing is, we are going to be doing a CE5 event here. Ashtar Command, my Ashtar Command contact group is here. And because it started as an Ashtar group, we use our own protocol. We've been using our own protocol before we used Stephen Greer's, but we've incorporated Dr. Stephen Greer's protocol, merged in with our Ashtar Command protocol, and we always will use the Ashtar Command protocol, which is a very spiritual, very, very specific protocol meditation of Christ in meditation we do. And we're going to be on April 13th going live at 8 o'clock Saturday night at an apple orchard, and we're going to videotape Ashtar Command spaceships. We have a pretty clear indication that's what's going to happen, and that will be broadcast live. I'm sure some of my other people that'll be there will try to record it with their just video recording it, and we're going to document everything that night that happens, and that'll be coming from the levels of our galactic family that I'm connected with the Ashtar Command. What are we seeing there in the light? Is that what is that?
Supposedly
The
the
moon?
moon, I guess. I don't know. It's changed a lot.
That's the moon? Yeah, there are clouds going by the moon. I see you have partly cloudy skies in, where you are in the
Yeah.
Ozarks. So she's in the Ozarks, folks. Yeah,
Yeah. It's the
yeah.
foothills. It's the beginning of the hills. But I don't know. Can you see that
What is
one?
that?
That one. I don't know.
Let me see here for a minute.
I could go closer, I think. Maybe. Hold
Yeah, can
on.
you go closer? So I was looking at that light, and I was wondering what it was too. I think some people were. I didn't know if it was a star, maybe
I would
Jupiter.
say an orb.
Yeah, an orb. Okay, so you're saying that might. Well, when you show it to us again, get closer to it, we can see. Now, if it's an orb, can you give us an idea? You're on the lake right now. How low is that light? She's in the
Okay.
middle of nowhere. She's in the country.
I'm literally laying on my back,
You're
looking
laying on
up.
your back. You're looking
Yeah,
up.
like I'm just looking
In-
up.
Interesting. When you go and zoom back up to it, let's take another look at that light and see what it might be.
Hold on. Ay, ay, ay.
Interesting.
Hold
You're
on.
watching Encounters, folks. This is the #1 UFO spiritual talk show on social media. I'm CmdrAleon, the man from Mars. I work with the Ashtar Galactic Command. I'm a contactee. I do workshops where I take people off planet. And there's the moon. She's looking straight up at the sky. So we're going to see if we can see that other thing.
There's 3.
Let's see here who we got here. Garcia Host. Garcia Host, we'll bring you up after this. There's 3 of them. Can you show us? Can you go back on the screen and show us the space looking at the moon and the sky? So let's go to the lights.
Okay.
So there's the light there, the little dotted light below the moon.
Mm-hmm.
So that's down. You're looking straight up at space, correct?
Yeah.
Kind of. What's that other light on
Hold
the
on.
ground? Is that a
I'm making
pole?
sure that it's not the light across the road. That
Yeah, it's that.
the bottom.
That's
That's
across the
the light
road.
across the road. Okay,
Right.
so there is. Hold on just a second.
Yeah. Okay. She's going to try to zoom in on that. Now there's that light right there. There it is. let's just focus on that light. So now there's another light above it. There's two lights, and one light is down below. One can be a planet, but that other light, I wish I had my map chart.
I'm trying to figure out how to zoom. My bad.
Yeah, I'm not sure how you can zoom in on it. If you could, that would help. I'm trying to determine whether it's a planet, a star. You know, it's zoom. Do you have a flashlight?
No.
You don't.
Yeah, I don't have a flashlight.
I was going to suggest if you had one, I would flash it at the light and see if it flashes back.
Pinch the screen. That way. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh, Friends and Fairies says you can't zoom in on TikTok. I'm going to bring Friends and Fairies on. She also has. Where is she? Oh, she's here somewhere. Where? How come I don't see her? Let's see here. I think I'm going to put you on with Friends and Fairies. This is going to be a beautiful connection here, if I can find her. Huh. I'm going to go backwards. Oh, here she is. Ah, okay. It says that we are friends, but it's not letting me put her on live. Okay, that's weird. I know she's here somewhere. It's not showing on my list, though. That's weird. Oh, you're on the road, Commander, so it may be interference. Oh, okay. You're on the road. Okay, I gotcha. You're on the road, Commander, so it may be interference. Oh, okay. You're on the road. Okay, gotcha. You're on the road, Commander, so it may be interference. Okay. What the heck? You're on the road. Okay, gotcha. You're on the road, Commander, so it may be interference. Okay. What the heck? You're on the road. Okay, gotcha. You're on the road, Commander, so it may be interference. Oh, you know what? Wow, what the heck just happened? She had feedback. She had, like I said, I got amped up. I caught in the loop, maybe. I got amped up before I came on here, went out of body. I want to explain something. I went out of body tonight, off planet. I don't remember anything. I don't remember anything whatsoever. But I'm telling you, I got amped up. I've been getting amped up with downloads, and I'm affecting my own. I'm affecting my own phone. I'm sorry about that. I'm trying to learn how to use all this energy that's coming in my downloads, and I have to figure that out. I'm still figuring it out. So I might have knocked her off by accident, and I am sorry. Yeah. That was pretty wild. I've been doing that. My screen has been going crazy the whole time I've been on, switching back and forth to other videos. I am sorry people are having situations. I'm very amped up. I'm very downloaded with a lot of information. And I think I'm getting prepped up for going off planet. I think that's what's happening. My body, the amplification of energy from me is very strong when I go live now. So I don't mean to do that, but yeah. Yeah, I have to figure that out, Cliff. It's all good. It's just that I'm being downloaded right now so much so. I think I'm actually being prepped for communications on going on the ship. So you just realize that things are going to start happening. They already are happening. And I wonder if Kimberly's still there somewhere. Let me see if I could. Kimberly, are you still around? Man, I hope she's still right. Etheric, thank you for the heart puffs. Like I said earlier on the show, when I mentioned the Ashtar Command, there was something I said I have to go back to the show and listen to it. My shows are recorded on Ashtar Command Spaceship News on YouTube, so you'll be able to hear this show on my YouTube channel. Uh, but she, Kimberly. Oh, that's really weird. So, Friendwood's Ferries is on the phone, Commander, and I'm connected with you, so don't be surprised if weird things start. So, I've been feeling like I'm going to be brought on the ship tonight. I don't know why I feel this way. My wife is sleeping in the other room, my daughter's not here, and I'm in the living room. And then I heard the knock earlier when I was talking about the Ashtar Command, and I forgot what I said. But I got this feeling. I don't know if that's going to happen. My cat's sleeping in my daughter's room. I put the cat on her bed. She's sleeping there. Um, and I could be incredibly, I could be absolutely wrong about going off planet tonight. I don't know. But I know that I've been downloaded information. I've been going out of body a lot. The lights are flickering in our car right now. Weird things are happening in our vehicle. Interesting. 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 The command has us like kind of linked up. My father, Commander Robo, if you don't know the whole story here, I'm sorry if I'm being kind of jumbled up with what I'm thinking because my mind is going rapidly, like a rapid consciousness. So if we do go off planet tonight, if we are taken on the ship, when I sign out of here, or however that's going to work, maybe they're going to plan on bringing me on the ship while I'm broadcasting live. I don't know how this is going to work, but things are happening right now. You know, I'm really very focused, very calm. I feel extremely. I'm going to bring the light over here. Wait a minute. Let me just move something here. Oh, you came out? Yeah, I got more light here so you can see me better. This is better lighting. My cat has come out. Of course, Missy is here. Did you want to come up, Missy? You want to say hello? My cat's out here. So you know what's going to happen. So she came out here. That's weird. She came out. She was sleeping. And she came out here to hang out. So, yeah, my cat's here. I'm right here. And we're having some very interesting things happen right now that I didn't even expect. Now, uh, April's driving, and things are happening as she's driving in a car. She's in northern Vermont. And at the same token, my guest that was here disappeared. She just like disappeared. Kimberly's here. Let me see. Kimberly, I'm going to try to bring her back up. Okay, Kimberly, I'm bringing her back up. I want to see what's going on with Kimberly. Hey, Kimberly, how you doing?
Hi, good. Yeah,
What just happened? Do you know?
I don't know, but all I could hear is just a repeat. It was a loop, and then
It was a loop. Yeah, it could be
yeah,
a TikTok. It could be TikTok. It could be that TikTok was malfunctioning.
yeah.
That does happen. So it could be a technical glitch. Now you sound fine. But
Okay.
what's really strange is that you as the echoing became greater,
Hmm.
you just like disappeared completely.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
Yeah, weird things. And now my friend April's on. She's driving, and she had stuff happening in a car with the lights uh, going on and off. A lot of energy coming through.
Well,
So,
the owls are here, so it should
oh,
be
the
a
owls,
party.
yeah, it should be a party, right? Right, should
Yeah.
be. But I know that right now, depending where she is in northern Vermont, there might be bad Wi-Fi or what do you call internet connections on her phone, so she might be in and out a little bit. But we were talking about the Bigfoot and a lot of things here,
Yeah.
and I'm just I just know that I'm so amped up right now with energy. I can't put it into words, people, what's going on here with me on a positive level. The last few days I've been getting downloads of energy when I've been going out of the body, and it's just amazing what's happening. And I think some of you can feel that too. You've been having. I think we have 185 people here, 88. How many of you have? Hey, where are you going? How many of you have felt like you've been getting a lot of energy downloads? You've been getting out of body, coming back, downloads of energy going into your body. I know I am. The last few days have been tonight. Forget about it. It's just amazing. Alicia says yes. Unless you're unaware of it, something is getting ready to happen on a galactic scale. Definitely something big is getting ready to happen. I really feel it. I really feel something major is going to happen. I think the Ashtar Command, which I am part of, I think we're getting ready for some major events. And I think we have to be prepared. People on Earth have to be prepared, and centered. Have to be meditating and centered. You have to calm yourself down, and if it's happening for the first time, you're going to have to calm yourself down, brothers and sisters.
Uchi, I feel
Yeah,
the same way. My ears have been ringing as well.
yeah. See, and as I'm speaking, all this energy again is affecting the communication devices of my phone because I have so much energy that I have to integrate. And I will integrate the energy. I am doing it now as we speak. I am centering the energy into my body, and I'm going to center all that energy, and all the downloads will be transferred into information that verbally that I can share with you. I'm getting information that will be forthcoming, I believe. I'm absolutely feeling it. One of the things I guess I'm being guided to tell you, and I didn't know I was going to say this tonight on the show, be prepared. Be prepared very shortly for something major in a positive way. When I say major, I speak positively, not negatively. Positive. Something is going to happen that is going to affect humanity, affect all life on the planet. Something that the media doesn't know about. The major media is not even aware of it. I'll have better understanding of what it is soon. I'm being downloaded information as I speak. So I have to share this with you. You have to know. And my cat's talking in another room. I gave her treats. She's a night cat. She's up for a while. But the beauty is that this is the time that you've been waiting for. This is the time we've all been waiting for. And there's nothing to be afraid of. If you have fear with the changes that are about to occur, you need to focus on that, look at it, and say, I'm not afraid. What you need to do is say, I'm willing to learn how to center myself, how to center my consciousness, how to center my beingness, my inner sense of who I am. And if one can do that, I guarantee you, you will not have any fear of the positive changes that are coming to Earth, because they are coming. And that's why I speak now this way. It wasn't the way I was going to speak tonight, but I'm speaking my Ashtar command mode for no one to be afraid. If anyone comes on YouTube or here or whatever in person and starts giving you fear-based garbage and throws fear-based energy at you, just throw it back at them and say, no, I don't accept your fear. I don't accept it at all. If someone else has fear, then they must deal with it. They must face their fear, let go of their fear.
I would
As
say
Kimberly
more,
was
more
talking,
so like anticipation.
right? More anticipation. It's exactly right.
Like,
Anticipation is, yeah.
do
Go
you
ahead, Kimberly.
do you see anything under the moon in my camera?
Let me see here. Under the moon, I see that spot. I see a twinkling light. I see three lights, like
Hmm.
triangular. There's three lights now in your camera.
That's it.
Yeah, you can see them. Let me see that.
I can't.
One,
I
two,
can't
three.
zoom in. Yeah, but
Don't no, no, don't. Yeah, don't zoom in. Just leave it that way. There's three. There's one that's like very slight, There it is. There's three lights in there. Do you see it? Like in a triangular formation below the moon. They're separate lights. They're not one object. They're separate objects or separate lights. What's going on? Hold on a minute. The cat's trying to make me chase her. There's those three lights. Look at that. They're perfectly in a triangle. Perfect. Take a screenshot of that. Let's see if I do a screenshot of that. Let me see here. I got the camera. I can't do a screenshot of it, but you can see it. Maybe someone else can take a screenshot of it. Yeah, the highest one is twinkling. You're correct. How beautiful is that? I don't think those are stars. I've never seen a star in a triangular formation. Look at that. And you're watching Encounters. We're with Kimberly in the Ozarks, and we're looking at three lights in a triangular. There's the two lights there. If you go back the other way, Kimberly, go the other way. Look at how bright the other one's getting. They're getting brighter. Go back to okay, stop right there. See the bottom one? It's getting brighter. Oh, now what's going on? Well, that's the moon, but there's three lights that were in a triangular. So the moon's there. They're the triangular right below the two. What's going on with you? Let's see here. What do you want? What do you want? I don't know. You can see all three lights there.
I'm going to go left. I'm going to look
Okay.
left because I see some things over here.
And as we're on here, people, it's 12:07. I want by 1 o'clock to have 100,000 likes. Everybody, please tap the screen. I don't see any tapping or any heart tappings. So I need everyone to get involved in that too while you're watching this. Tap the screen. Everyone. If everyone does it, we can jump up to 80, 90,000 likes pretty quickly here, okay? And we're with Kimberly. She's in the Ozarks, and we're looking at three lights that are in a triangular formation. The ones above, that's just a ground light there, but above there, see that light there? That's the one above the big light on the ground is one of the brighter ones. There's two more, and see that it's starting to get like a little bit brighter. It's a triangle. Now there's the other one over there. Okay.
Hold on. Okay, just making sure. Okay.
Yeah. So you can see the lights right below the moon. There's two lights. They're fading out a little bit. There's the one at the bottom getting stronger. That one's kind of fading in and out. Is there clouds there?
No clouds.
No clouds. Look at that light. It's going in and out by itself. Watch it. The bottom light. Look at that. The bottom light is blinking out and coming back. No clouds in the sky whatsoever. This is amazing. And then you have the two other lights. Let's see if they get brighter. I'm going to focus on them and see. I'm going to do a remote thing here and see if we can get them to go brighter. If they are starships, get brighter. If you're a starship, get brighter. Any one of the three of you. Get brighter. Brighter. Get brighter. Sony AMC is saying she's watching it too. I don't know where Sony AMC is, but she's seeing the same thing you're showing us. Get brighter. Get brighter. One of the three or all three of you get brighter. Get brighter. So people can see you on the camera here. Get brighter. Oh,
Okay, I'm gonna move real quick. Hold on.
Okay. I just had another knock happen.
Okay, do you see that light right there?
Yeah, that light right there, I see it.
All right.
And look at that. Yep. David said he heard the knocking. Yes, that was the second knocking tonight.
What do I say?
You just say, Just say I am happy you're here. Can you please come closer or get brighter? So telepathically ask,
You're
just say,
here.
say, I asked to start people in these spaceships to get brighter, so that people on camera can see you better.
Hi, welcome. Please get brighter. Let us see you.
Yeah, if it comes from you, I mean, I can do it from here, but it's better it comes from you.
Welcome. Would you like a Diet Coke?
And you never know. Well, they're vegetarians, so I don't know if they might even drink a Coke. But oh, okay. So let's see. Yep, and they're staying in position. The three of them are still there. There's the two, and it looks like there's yeah, there they are. They're in
Yeah,
a definite triangular formation.
for sure. But there's also this one right above the light. See, okay, that's the street light right there.
Right, and above that there's a light there. Is that
Yes,
so? That's below the triangular formation?
yes, I believe.
No, it's part of the triangular formation. Wait a
Okay.
minute.
But okay, there's one above the yellow light. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's blinking. Oh yeah, I see it. It's right above the light, the street light
Yeah.
in the sky, correct?
Yes.
The street light's blocking it out though a little bit.
I know it is. I mean, I wish again I could zoom in, but I can't.
Oh,
Um,
stop right there. That light right there. That's one of the lights. Then there's the one above it, and there's the other one. And what's
there's
that
a
light
blinking.
blinking? Is
There's a
that a
blink.
plane? There's a
No, that's
blinking
not.
light there. That's not a
Yeah.
plane. Okay, look at that, folks. Don't move it. That light's blinking. Blink again. Blink again. There it is. Blink again. Keep blinking. Blink. Blink. Bring your light in stronger so people here can see it. Blink. Please blink
Please
stronger.
blink. Oh, there it is.
Oh, there it is. See it in between the triangle. It's moving.
There it
She
is.
says it's not a conventional aircraft. It's not a plane. It's moving in between the triangle. Look at that. That's amazing. It's somewhere. It disappeared.
It'll come back. It's zigging and a zagging.
Yeah, no, I know what that's like. Edic, thank you for the roses. You're watching Encounters, and we're having a really incredible show tonight. We're having a C5 right before our eyes here,
Oh,
with
here's
Kimberly
one.
in the Ozarks. Wait a minute. Okay, she's got multiple things happen. There's no one blinking. Where is it?
There it is.
Yep, there's the blinking one. There's no aircraft, conventional aircraft in her. She's in the country, out in the country. There's no airports or anything in the area. And she's
This
on
one.
live with us here.
I was trying to find or follow the blinky, but okay. So here's the moon.
That's the moon. And it was below the moon is where the other lights are. There's one of the lights there. There's one up there. And the other light was going in between the other three lights in the triangle formation. The one that was in the triangle formation on the top right is not there anymore, I don't think. I don't see it. Only those other two I see. I don't see the other one. I'm being really observant about what I'm seeing because I know what stars look like, but I don't see anything. I don't see the other thing.
Okay,
Yeah, there's two. There's two. There were three originally. There are two there. Yeah, there's that light. Wait a minute.
hold on.
Yeah, what's the light blinking? You see that? That's on the lower corner right there. Don't even move it. See that light that's blinking?
Yep. If I could zoom in, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it would be. They have zoom lenses you can put on cell phones. You'll have to get one of those. You just hook it up to the camera and it'll zoom in on on what you're looking at. See how the light, there it is. You had it there just before. Where is it? There it is, right there, the one that's blinking. And it doesn't
Very
look like it's in the. No, right there. Stop. Don't move. And it kind of disappeared. So she has really clear skies there.
Mm-hmm.
So the light that was there before,
Sorry.
she has to readjust where she is. So she's getting a reflection light, but that's not what the thing is. The reflection light is moving with her camera. That's not the object. Now there are the two objects there on the below the moon to one side. You'll see a reflector of light. That's her camera. But the two that are there are the one above the reflecting of her own camera and the one below it. Okay. And then you can see the light there, the one on the bottom and the one right there at the top angle. Those two lights. There was a third light, but that light has disappeared. It's not there anymore. And if you see the light moving with her camera, that's a reflector light from the camera, a pin of light. That's coming from the camera. The other two lights are actually in space.
There they are.
Yeah, you can see them. See how they're getting brighter, the one at the bottom? So let's just close our eyes and see if we can get to go brighter. We ask that you get brighter. If you're a spaceship of light, get brighter. Can you get brighter? Can you blink, get brighter, get brighter, get brighter? Somehow become brighter? Let's see what happens. That light's pretty intense. Again, she doesn't have a zoom camera to be able to zoom in on it. Let's just watch it. Don't move the camera. Just keep it that way. The other light is to the angle to the top of it. So to the kind of like a like angle, you can see the other one. And then the brighter one is the one on the bottom, below the moon. And please, everybody tap to get me up to 100,000 likes. I mean, definitely we're at 56.5. We need to get over 50,000 more likes. I believe we can do that if everybody got involved. If everyone started tapping, we can do this in like probably 15 minutes by 12:30. It looks like it got brighter, Levick said. Okay, let's see if it blinks. Oh, see it? Look at it. It's blinking out right there. Look at the bottom light. Don't move anything. Watch that bottom light. Don't move the camera. It was just going out. It's getting brighter. Let's see if it goes out again. To show that you are a spaceship, do something to let people know that are watching this that you're a spaceship. Get brighter, blink out, do something.
I'm going to use
Do
my
something.
telepathy.
Yeah, use telepathy. Don't move the camera. Leave it where it is. Let's see if something happens. They stopped pulsing. That's right. Let's see what happens here. The bottom one, I'm really tuning into the bottom one and see if the bottom one does something different. It's fading out right there. It just went out. Did you see that? It just can't, look at it. It's going in and out. A star doesn't do that. A star doesn't go in and out. It doesn't just go boop. I'm not there. Here I am. That stars don't do that. Now it came back. I hope people are watching, are focusing on the camera that she has and focusing. She's straight up facing space. If it were an actual star, it would not blink out. Stars don't do that. Okay? Because I'm a C5 trained person, I know what to look for. It's getting a little bit brighter. It's going to probably fade out in a minute. Let's see if it fades out.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the right. Hold on, because I see something. Hold on.
Okay. She's going to try to show us something else. Well, there's that other light. There's
Hold
the
on.
moon.
I have to sit
I'm
up
not
for.
sure what.
Hold on. No, it's too close to that yellow light, but
Yeah, that's the light we were just. That's the light we were just looking at there, the bottom one, away from the street light. That's the light that keeps going in and out. You're watching encounters. We have Kimberly in the Ozarks in the country. She's all the way out in the middle of nowhere, and you're seeing the light below it, which has been going in and out. You're going too far down. You got to bring it up more. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. And you can see the light, the intensity of the light. If you focus on it, this is one of the things you can learn. We're doing this remotely. If we all focus our attention to it consciously and put our consciousness, one consciousness, and see how it just faded out. It went out. See it? It's just going in and out. It just went out completely almost. It's going out completely. My cat disappeared. My cat doesn't care anymore that I'm doing this. The light just completely went out. Let's just focus on this. She hasn't moved the camera. Oh, it came back. Look at it. It's coming back in. Watch this. Watch the light come back in. Thank you, John. Thank you, brother. Watch the light go out and watch the light go in. Thank you for the lightning. Thank you so much. What you're seeing is the light. She has completely clear skies in the Ozarks. Look at that. It's coming back in. If people aren't watching this broadcast to learn something, and you're watching somebody in clown suits on a disco ball, you're watching the wrong TikTok. Keep watching. She's got the camera straight up into the space, looking into space. The light has just totally, there it is. It's coming back in. Again, to educate people, stars do not do this. Stars do not just blink out and come back in. But spaceships do. Thank you for the hat, Rod. I appreciate that. Spaceships will do that. Spaceships will come back in and they can blink out. So it can blink out of our dimension. It can blink right back into our dimension. That's what the star people are able to do with their ships. They can go into this vibrational pattern and then switch back out again. And that's what you're seeing. David, it could be like teasing us in a beautiful way. And what you're seeing here is the beauty of that light. And we're going to be on here till about 1 a.m. Then we're going to sign off the show at 1 a.m. and we'll be back Monday night. But oh, my cat's talking again. Thank you, Karen. I just wish my little Missy would go to sleep because she sleeps all day. Then at night she stays awake. Thank you. I've got 4 of 8. I can need 8 more hats to complete my goal here tonight. So I need 8 more hats to complete the commander's goal. Now the light disappeared again. Thank you, Paranormal. I appreciate the roses. It's totally gone. Move the camera.
Do you guys see anything left of the moon?
I see what appears to be a star maybe below the moon. The other light just disappeared. That other light is gone. It's just completely gone. I have a triangle. So Yaya is saying she has a triangle above her house. Now there's the moon. Can we go let's go down below the moon a little bit and see if that light is there. Can we go down a little bit more? More? That light's gone. There's the other light right there. Oh, there it is, right there. Let's just bring it to the left. Right there. There's the light. Stop right there. So that's the light that we originally were looking at. So that light is still there. There's another light diagonally above it, and there's the other light. So it's a triangle. There's a triangle of 3 lights. One right below the moon, the other one below the other light, and the other one. So that there is a triangle of 3 lights.
Okay, but I have something else. Hold on.
Okay.
Right there. There.
Thank you, Eddie.
Okay, there's the moon. There.
Right. Well, I don't see the moon now. There's the light. What's that light? Oh, I think she's readjusting herself. She's out. Oh, there she is. Okay, my cat's coming back. I'm gonna let you continue to. I'm gonna try to get my cat on camera. What's going on here, Missy? What's going on, baby? You want to come on
These are
camera?
the ones that I was talking about that come
Yeah.
down.
Let me see if I can get her. I got her. Okay. I got my cat here, so you're gonna see her for a minute. This is Missy, and Missy, we're looking at some things in space. Okay.
You see
Got
that
that?
in the middle?
Oh yeah, I see that. Missy, do you see that too? Huh? This is my cat, Missy. Oh yeah, I see that one. Sonia, thank you for the
The
cat. I
blue one is
appreciate it.
over there.
So that light that light's blinking. Thank you for the hat. Yeah, yeah. Let me see if I can bring Missy on here. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. You want to get down? She's my good girl. Thank you, everybody. I'm looking at the light. I'm multitasking.
Dusting.
You want to say something to people? Good girl. Hey, Pete. I'm going to let you down. Here you go. I'm sorry. All right. Hey, Larry, I'm sorry I didn't read your message. I'm focused on the screen here. So, not that I'm trying to read your message, Larry. I'm focused on the screen of these lights. So, bear with me here. And also on my cat. So, I got two things going in here. So, I'm going to be right back. I got to see what the cat wants, folks. I'm going to let Kimberly describe what's happening, and I'll be right back.
I'm just looking up at the moon, and I wish that you guys could see what I see. I can't zoom in on TikTok, but you've got your triangle formation there. There's always a blinky one that goes around. I try to keep up with, but it's just usually they will drop other crafts from the the sky, so you will see occasionally like from the moon 3 different stars vertically down. Um, well, I say stars, but crafts, if you will. And there are much, much more. And it looks like we have a real visitor pulling up, like a human. Hold on just a second.
Okay, I'm back. I think I've got it solved with the cat. I gave her some food, and I think she'll be good for the rest of the night. We're here. Commander, why? Okay, so uh, email sings. Okay, so the ships could go in formation. A lot of times they do. Many sightings you'll see that have been documented in the last couple of decades on film have shown non-terrestrial spaceships in formation. So they do go in formation. I'm just looking at the comments here. Oh, she's gone. What happened? Oh, she said a human came by. The ship, Kit Kat, the ship might have taken her. This is CmdrAleon. You're watching Encounters. I'm glad everyone's here. This is our nightly show. It started at 11, and we are on usually most times at 11. Sometimes we get on at 10, but 11 o'clock Eastern. And I'm also host of WESU's Cosmic Eye Radio every Sunday morning on WESUFM.org, NPR Pacific Radio affiliate. I'm also a contactee from the 60s, and also I work with the Ashtar Command directly. So I'm a telepathic communicator with the command. At 12:30 at night, a human came by. Carolyn M. Yeah, a human. That's interesting. Well, let's find out the answer to that question and whether it was just somebody that's human. She's out in the country. So I'm sure there must be a road nearby or something. But she said a human came by. So I'm not going to read into that more than a human came by. Maybe it's a neighbor or somebody. So I won't read into that too much. But she comes back and said that somebody from a spaceship came by. Then we got a story there, right? Then we have a story for Kimberly to tell us, right? We'll see. And you never know, folks. Things like that could happen here on Encounters. It's probably someone checking on her. I think so. I believe so. And do you still feel the tingling, the tingle? David, is that for me? If that's what I feel much more, I feel like I've integrated, as I came on tonight, I've integrated a lot of energy. So yeah, I've definitely, David, thanks for asking. I feel much more integrated. I don't feel like I'm getting more downloads right now. So I feel really adjusted. So it feels good. I feel like I've integrated a lot of energy, you know. And we're going to be here till 1 a.m. We're at 86.2. I appreciate all the likes. Please follow me. I'm trying to get to 100,000 followers before summer to reach more people and to expand our communications with people around the world, and we want to be able to do that. Oh yeah, David, I'm on nightly. Most definitely, I'll follow you, David, too. Let me see here. You know, oh, okay, cat, you need to calm down. Okay, we need to calm the cat down. Hold on a minute. We need to calm her down. She just had some food. She has a lot of energy tonight. Yeah, I guess she has a new fresh bowl of water. Hey, Taz, good to see you. Yeah, thank you for the hat. I appreciate it. I'm at 80% of my goal here. That's pretty good. But yeah, I think we have so many things. I tell you, whenever I'm on live, she's always got to have something to say. She's going kind of nutty. Okay, let me see what's happening. I guess he needs to calm down. All right. If you see me off camera, it's because my cat is being very She's being very energized tonight. Yes, Cosmic, true. No, I don't think she's seeing anything. Because whenever I go live, she likes to be on the camera. I had her on the camera before. I don't think she's seeing anything. But she's a night cat. She's always like this at night. And then during the day, she sleeps all day. So, yeah, she's being a little bit bossy tonight. She's talking a lot. She's talking like crazy. She ran in different rooms. Let me just see. Hold on a second here. You know, I wish I can get her to meditate. She's talking like crazy. But I'm going to be focused here because I'm here. I need April's suit. She'll calm down. I'm not going to keep chasing her because she knows I'm on the live here. So my focus will be back here. Out of This World. That's a good name. So welcome, Nana. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that, Nana. Maybe she has a special visitor friend. She could be having a visitor friend. You never know. You know, all that galactic energy here that we have. But I'm just going to let her. Oh, Nina, thank you. Oh my gosh, Karen, thank you for. She's coming back. I might put her back on camera here if she keeps coming back in. I look younger in my spacesuit. Thank you. And you can hear her mowing on my show here. So, what is a commander to do? You know, everything we do is about love, and we have to love our cats too, right? William Athens, you have 16 cats. More power to you. 16. I have one cat that's like 16. One cat is like 16 cats. Yeah, Spirit, thank you. She's coming back in. I'm going to see if she. What's going on? What's going on with you? Do you want to be on camera? Is that what it is? We're not playing. It's too late to start playing games. People are sleeping. You know, she likes to play, but not at 12:30 in the morning. And llamas are so cute. They are. She's trying to tell me something. I believe she is. Missy, what do you want? I have to get a Mao translator. No, she's not in heat because we had her. When we got her, we had that taken care of, so she shouldn't be in heat. She's got my tail wagging vigorously. So it's really good to have every person around the world here on the show. We love doing the show. We love every one of you. Alan Rice 729. Thank you for the roses. Really, I appreciate it. Every little gift, every big gift, whatever it is, it's a beautiful, unconditional understanding of my love for you and the love for my audience. I'm sure she has friends. The good news is now she's laying down next to her thing that she goes to jump on and play. She's hanging out and just laying down. Thank you for the doggy. Thank you for the corgi. And she's sitting down now and hanging out. This is just like amazing. I think I'm going to show you her. I'm going to go on to take off the green screen for a minute. Wait a minute. Because she's sitting down. Let's see. I'm going to show you. Let me see if I can turn the screen over here. Can I flip it? Yeah, I'm going to flip it. Here she is right there. There's Missy. Right there. She's now resting next to where she usually. Here's my cat. So everybody, all 170, 96 of you can see my cat. She's just sitting there now. She's sitting there peacefully, hanging out. She's saying, I'm with the commander. I'm with the commander. I'm hanging out on his on his TV show. I'm with the commander. And I'm going to set up a new goal. New goal. And we will do, I think we're going to do caps. We're going to do caps. We're going to do 8 caps. I just set it up. I'm now doing a goal of 8 baseball caps. And because I'll show the cat and see how many people want to do baseball caps for seeing my cat. If you like my cat, you can do a baseball cap, a cap for the cool kitty. Missy's like where's she going? Let's check that out and see where she goes. Where's she going? She's now the center of attention. You just did it, Missy. You just got me to show you as the center of attention. You took the emphasis off the show to you. Now, Missy, we're doing a show on spiritual UFO contact. You want to look? Here. Yeah, look at this. Want to look at the camera? Where are you going? Bye-bye. All right, she decided to do her thing. We're going to go back to what we're doing. And we'll get back to the green screen. Here we go. All right. I think she's satisfied. I think because I put her on camera, she's totally satisfied now. And thank you. We got to 101,200. That's beautiful. Thank you for all the sharing. Thank you for everybody being here, all the new people. I'm going to switch the camera. Here we go. I am back. Yes, I really am here. It's not just a voice in the wilderness or space. It's me, CmdrAleon. No, it's pretty quiet here. It's nice and quiet here. Everything's been, all the energy settled down when I was being amped up when I first got on here and when I went out of body earlier tonight. And I got a little bit of, Edic, thank you for the donut. Thank you. Alicia, we're excited too. Alicia, you're a beautiful, beautiful soul. You've been very helpful in moderating when April's on in her lives. I want to thank all the moderators that help April. She's a very pure soul, and her and I, like I said, off planet, as I'm learning more, have known each other beyond Earth for a very long time before coming to planet Earth. And how we all met. Alicia, you're part of this in a way, and how we all met on TikTok, Whoever thought that would happen? Good thing my friends on Facebook told me to get on TikTok. Is the guest coming back? I don't know. That's a good question. If Kimberly's on tomorrow night, we're going to have to find out what happened, unless she did get picked up on a spaceship by a spiritual being from another star system, because she's gone. Let me see. Kimberly, are you still here? Is Kimberly still in the room with us? I just got Mikey on film chasing me. He was down top of the river. April, are you home or are you still driving? Let's see if April's home. I know she might be still driving or not. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Okay, well, it looks like Kimberly disappeared. So that was interesting. We're looking at all those lights that Kimberly's showing us. She disappears because a human's approaching her, and she's out in the country in the Ozarks. So now, thank you. I'm going to see if she comes on tomorrow night, and I want to find out whether it's probably somebody she knows. Probably somebody she knows. But again, she's out in the middle of nowhere. So who would walk up to her in the dark, in the middle of nowhere? Who would do that? It could be somebody she knows, though. I don't want to take it out into left field and start, speculating here. That's not something I want to do. Interesting. We'll find out. She didn't even say goodbye. That's true too. But it'll be, can you text her to see if she's okay? After I get off here, I'll definitely text her. I'll text her and see if she's all right. If she responds to my text, then I'll know. Yeah, I definitely sent her my love and protection. Yeah, she could have thought it was human, and it could have been a space being. You know, wouldn't that be interesting if, as she was looking at those lights that we're all looking at, that I'm being hypothetical here, that a space being came up to her. Now, again, I'm speculating here, so I don't know that to be the case, but we can speculate a little bit. But it could be just somebody. But who would out at 12:45, with about 11:30, 12:30 our time? She giggled too. Yes, that's true. Yeah, she probably knew the person. It's probably somebody that she knows. Kit Kat, they drove up in their space car. Maybe a boyfriend or somebody she knows. Who knows? But we'll find out the story about Kimberly tomorrow night if she comes on. We will. We'll definitely find out. Friends with Furry, are you still there somewhere? Because you're not even on my screen. This is really interesting. Let me see something here. It doesn't show. Oh, Friends with Furry is here. Now I'm going to see what happens. I just invited her because I want to see if the technology is going to let me see her come in here. If she's already here, but again, what's going on? Only on my show could things happen like this. We're going to see. She might be in a car. She could be driving. She was driving earlier in Vermont somewhere. She might be driving right now. I'm feeling really, really at peace. Like I felt peaceful before, but I was really amped up with a lot of downloads going on when I got on the show at 11, 10 minutes before 11. Now the energy is definitely settled. It's pretty good right now. The energy settled down a little bit here. And I know you're all going through this energy shift because I know many of you, if they've not stated it, are going through energy shifts. Jar, thank you for the heart. We totally appreciate that. It's saying you have too many requests to come up. What? That's impossible. Too many requests to come up. Huh. Friends and furries, go sign out of your TikTok and sign back in, or go back out and come back in or something. That's pretty weird. I want to experiment here. I would ask the Ashtar command to help technically make sure that I can get April on here. You know, here she is. She just joined, and it's saying I can't put her on. I don't understand it. Let me see here. It's not letting me. You know what? Press my guest thing to become a guest. Press the guest button on my screen. Press my guest button, April, if you're able to do that. That is really weird. I'm just quietly sitting here trying to figure something out. Press my guest button, Friends with Furry. I might have to restart. Maybe. Maybe I can pause and then bring it back. Where's the pause button? Okay, let me see what happens here. All right, let's see what happens here. I'm going to. Now I'm going to try it. Let me see what happens. Nope, it's not letting me do it. It's not letting me bring her up. April, turn your phone off and restart your phone. I think you might need to do that. Either use that phone or the other phone, whatever. Turn the phone off, restart the phone. Let me see if it works for anybody else. Let me see here. It does the same thing to me. Let me see. I'm just going to. I can get Alicia on. Alicia, it says I can bring on as a guest. It says though that when I turn on my guest area, Alicia's there, but it's not showing Friends with Fairy. That's the thing. It could be whatever it is. I don't know. Clear requests or something. How do I clear requests? I don't have any requests. There's nothing to clear. I just have viewers and no requests. Huh. Okay. Let's see. I want to get out of that. I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm back on here. Testing my technical skills. No, for some reason, it's not letting me do it. She's back. Okay. So she came back on. Let me see if I can get her. I don't want to shut down my live. I'm going to end the live here. I'm going to start it up just to see if I can get her back on and see what's happening here. Let me see. You might have to. I think I'm going to have to, Larry. Yeah. I want to tell people I'm going to come back in a minute. I'm going to save this live. I want to thank everybody for watching the show. I want to do an ending of this show so I can put it on my YouTube channel tomorrow. So everyone, thanks for watching the show. We're going to go off and go on for a few more minutes to see whether I can bring April on here. Okay, so let's just do this here. Again, I'm going to sign out here. Thank you for all the gifts. We'll see what happens. Everybody have a great morning. This has been Encounters, the Spiritual UFO Talk Show.